Well, this is a very important scene. It's almost like the beginning of the film.
Up with the boat! Background action! Action!
The character of Jean Moreau, that is Adrian Mark, goes to see a window which resembled the designing because her mother was a coutier, haute couture, and she designed these very special clothes. And she sees, and that reminds her of her childhood when she was a little girl in a shop in Palais Royal in 1940s.
Oh, Adrienne.
As a character, she's a woman who is torn by two cultures. She was born, raised partly in France, wrote a very successful novel. She became internationally known in the 60s. A film was made out of one of her books. She moved over to the States, and she had no idea of going back.
My little Adrian is finally opening up. I'm flabbergasted. Now, listen to me. Go to Paris like a civilized person and write about things, secret things.
It'll be a little difficult for me to go back to Paris.
But you must.
And because the house where she was brought up in, owned by her mother, is on sale, she needs to go back and discover some secrets. I think she's a strong woman, like any human being. She is the opposite. She can be very vulnerable. They all seem to want the apartment just as badly as I do.
No, they don't.
Of course they do. Their reasons are different from mine, but who cares about reason? Want is want. In the end, it's just a question of money.
Now you still have 10 days to come up with a new bid. Of course, it has to be 10% higher.
With what money? With what money?
What's wonderful about working with her, A, she's an enormously generous actress. She's also a very, very bright lady.
Well, Jean Moreau has been absolutely fantastic. Also, she was the prime person, you know, with her in mind, the story was developed and written. And then the location of her mother's Hotel Particulier, which is a 17th century house in Paris, that was another prime character in the film.
She's at a point in her life where she finds it hard to write again, and she has an obsession. It's what happened to her mother, who died in the camps.
And then there's Nell Carter, whom I have always wanted to work with during the time of Quartet. She couldn't work with us at the time. She did original Ain't Misbehaving, the Fats Waller musical.
Now remember, I don't have a band, so this is Wilson and this is me, okay? Come on. Gotta have all your love, both night and day. Not just a little part, but all your heart. 99 and a half just won't do.
And Sam Waterston, who replaced Christopher Reeve. Christopher has worked with us in two earlier films, as you know, Bostonians and Remains of the Day. And I very much wanted him to be in this film. But when the accident took place, which is sort of most unfortunate for all of us, you know. And you always wish well that, you know, there is this friend and who will continue and who will become all right and he'll become fine and he'll work with us again. So that hope is always there.
People, Adrienne, are prisoners of their memories. A sunny day in Provence, they are young, they are successful, they pay a call on a great master, Léger, for example.
And there are so many wonderful French actors, Pierre Benec, Charlotte Dupercain.
Madame la Comtesse, c'est une de mes robes que vous avez sur le dos. Non seulement vous l'avez toujours pas réglée, mais en plus vous savez même pas la porter.
We always love to introduce somebody new, at the same time work with the giants of the cinema.
Well, the character of William O'Hara represents a certain American idealism and energy that I think is what attracted Adrian Mark, Jean Moreau's character, to America in the first place.
I enjoyed this, William O'Hara.
So have I. But I need to see you again.
Well, remember, 21 Rue de Verneuil, Verneuil. Don't forget.
The chateau is a very famous chateau, Chateau Villette, which hasn't been given to anybody for filming. We are the ones, lucky ones who've gotten this place to, for our use in this film. One always uses the best locations as far as our films are known for it. And it is one of the most beautiful chateaus. It's like a jewel in France, among the chateaus. It has these magical fountains. They come alive when love comes in life. Sean Young, we introduced Sean Young in Jane Austen in Manhattan, and she's a fantastic actress.
Is this better or would this be better?
No, that's fine. That's very good.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah, no, that's great.
Well, my feeling is it's just really good to work, and Europe in general appreciates me a lot more than in America in some ways, although America loves me too.
I thought, well, my God, it's my first feature film, and I hope this girl will not put me in trouble all the time. And she just has been just the opposite. She's just great.
They're making movies that have a story and that people can relate to.
Action!
Because they're making La Proprietaria, not Die Hard 80.
If I didn't care more than words can say, if I didn't care.